Alright, I got a really good video for you today, and this is going to show you exactly what you're being distracted from. All these stories in the media about aliens at the Bayside Mall in Miami, the Epstein list, all of that is just distractions to distract you, to keep you looking in the opposite direction of what's really going on right now, which is we've got these tunnels, or a tunnel rather, system that was found in New York. That's very sinister. You'll see about that. We have billionaires building bunkers. We have a tremendous border crisis right now. We have children being abducted in droves, and this is big business. This isn't just, man, you just got to watch the video, and you'll see what's going on. You'll see why they want you distracted.
Boulder, Colorado are investigating an overdose death they say was caused by a drug 10 times more powerful than fentanyl. The drug called nitazene, nicknamed Frankenstein, was developed back in the 1950s, but the FDA never approved it for consumer use. Kelsey Kernstein is here with more. Kelsey, it's a subclass synthetic, but it's even more potent than regular opioids.
Nick, this really is quite concerning. So this is Alcohol and Drug Foundation saying that this drug is 10 times more potent than fentanyl. It is oftentimes coming from China, and they say that they believe it is sold on the dark web. Now, we spoke to an undercover agent overseeing the case that killed the person in Boulder County, Colorado, and he said it took coroners weeks to figure it out.
Still currently open investigation on that, as well as with the coroner's office doing the toxicology on the decedent. And after having troubles because nothing was showing up on the different type of toxicologies, they sent it to another lab to do an in-depth one, and they were able to find out that it was that nitazene.
Now, this drug that this person died of and what law enforcement are in fact sounding the alarm about is called indethethil. It is a part of a group of drugs called nitazene, or I've also heard it pronounced nitazene. Now, we know that this is a type of opioid, and it was originally created as a substitute for morphine 60 years ago. Now, law enforcement are now saying that people are now illegally purchasing this drug online to consume them themselves or then resell them. Now, investigators are calling distribution of this nitazene more surgical than the widespread network of fentanyl, making it more challenging for officers to crack down on it.
It's a dark web investigation, so somebody can have drugs of any sort mailed to their residence.
Pero póngase allá para que se forme.
Thank you very much.
Where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
Russia.
Yes.
Russia? Russia, Russia?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. And this is what's going on at our borders. Where are you from?
Russia.
Russia. Crazy. Dang, that's crazy. Look, it goes all the way up. Oh, crazy.
News coming out that a migrant caravan of 6,000 strong is heading to our U.S. border as the threat of terrorist attacks is at an all-time high. Warnings coming out from Congress and from the FBI that there is a public safety warning for the holidays related to the Israel-Hamas war taking place right now. And as we're hearing that the conflict in the Middle East could be bringing sleeper cells into the United States that want to issue attacks and wreak havoc on the American people. And we are now seeing these record number of entries into the United States illegally. And this comes as the Border Patrol is also saying that there is a surge in crossings that is overwhelming their resources, and reports coming out just recently that those entering are being caught and then being released, given court dates to check back in the year 2031. So essentially everybody that's entering at this time, they are getting access to the United States. And the
Chicago, ladies and gentlemen, Chicago is giving $9,000 to migrants to help cover their rent and help furnish their apartments. Chicago currently has about 11,000 migrants staying in shelters and about 4,000 staying in police stations and the O'Hare International Airport. The city has allocated $4 million to help migrants find temporary housing, and the state has contributed another $38 million.
Yeah, it's heavy right now. You should feel that heaviness because this was not a natural disaster. And I would like actually samples taken from the soil. You guys put the screen up. You won't let anyone see what's going on inside. But we know very well that you guys, as the third largest stakeholders, the state, do want that land and can take it when you deem it a natural disaster. And that is disgusting. And that is why I'm also here today, because someone needs to call that out. We wanted the samples right away. You guys stopped the people from going in. It's just awful.
Think of this as numbers for buildings, for money. What about the people? What about the families that have been destroyed by this fire? And for the record, I will say this. It was not a natural disaster. This emergency proclamation is a fall. And let me tell you why. Because all of the hearings you hear, all of the testimony you hear, all of the social media you hear, it connects the dots to what's happening in Lahaina. Lahaina was our first United Kingdom capital. Funny how all the common people were taken out in one fell swoop of a fire.
Hi, my name is Jessica Wertheim. I was born and raised in Haiku, Maui. I am a mother, and I am a child of this living, breathing earth. I do not consent to AI control. I do not consent to smart cities, and I 100% know with every fiber of my being that this was not a natural disaster. This was a planned attack. There are many, it's a 1 + 1 + 1 = 3 equation. You cannot call me a conspiracy theorist for being a critical thinker. Did you know that the CIA, the corrupt CIA, invented the words conspiracy theorist as a way to gaslight people for speaking up on the truth? I am here to protect the Mother Earth, where I came from. I don't care that I was born in Maui, okay? This is about the living earth and the people with good hearts, okay? This is not about division. This is about unity, and this is about coming together and fighting for the rights of the people. Climate change does not exist. You guys are modifying our weather, okay?
Excuse me. Okay, I appreciate your comments again, I do, but we really need to stick to the items on the agenda. It is 11:10.
I don't care about your agenda. You know what? Your agenda can kiss my ass, okay? Your agenda can literally kiss my butt.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
We're done.
Tara Rodas, and thanks to the bravery of Aaron Stevenson, and thanks to Project Veritas and James O'Keefe for publishing the story, I was sitting on the Pomona Fairplex emergency intake site processing unaccompanied children. So you may know that children were coming to this country from other countries. We were taking them into the care, HHS, and then delivering them to sponsors, unvetted sponsors throughout the United States. So because one whistleblower came forward and because one organization was willing to tell the truth, I was able to then uncover and report that the U.S. government is the middleman in a large-scale, multi-billion-dollar child trafficking operation. We literally have government-sponsored, taxpayer-funded child trafficking. So one whistleblower coming forward, telling the truth, sets in motion a cascade of things that you could never imagine. So I was very grateful for the opportunity for someone to tell the truth. And who knows, maybe one of you could be the next person to come forward. So along with my buddy Aaron, I'm going to continue to speak the truth until children are rescued, criminals are prosecuted, and the United States government no longer is putting billions of dollars to traffic children.
All right, y'all, that was a powerful message. If you made it to this point, I'd like to thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment. God bless.